real estate
affects the market as a whole, which then sometimes will affect the 10-year.
Right. It'll come in.
to real life.
We all learn in different ways. If you think about it, Wayne Dyer might not attract everybody.
And everything in between.
Mission was really to help people just to reach their full potential.
The Brad Weisman Show. And now, your host, Brad Weisman.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to say that first because I know there's a lot of podcasts out there you could be listening to, and right now you're listening to ours, which is very, very cool, right, Hugo?
That's right.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah, we do thank you. And it's every Thursday at 7 p.m. We always try to have some, we're always getting good guests on here. Not trying. We're working at this. And we got a lot of good guests coming up. Please check out our Instagram, our Facebook, YouTube. If you want to watch the show, you can. Or if you just want to listen to the show, go to Spotify, go to Amazon, anywhere you want to go to find a podcast. We are there, right?
Mm-hmm, that's right.
That's right. So, of course, this time we have the repeat guest. Did I say repeat?
You did.
I did say repeat. We have the repeat guest. Pete Heim is here in the studio with us just to talk about some real estate because that's what we still do for a living.
There's great guests.
And then there's you.
Pete. I was waiting for that one. The guy that keeps coming around every month.
Unbelievable. We got to change the locks. We got to change the locks.
I am comfortable in here. It's a very nice studio.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you. And you've been in here a lot, more than anybody else besides me and Hugo.
That's right.
Yeah. It's funny, right? Yeah. So if you're watching this show, you probably have noticed that Pete has a very crazy shirt on. Yeah. It has a lot of fish on it. We did not bring our rods, so we will not be able to remove any of those fish from your shirt. Yeah. But it's very snazzy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a gift. It was a birthday gift from the kids and the missus.
That was nice.
So I was waiting for it to get warm enough.
So you're wearing it on the show just to show them that you wear it.
Hey guys, check it out! I got the fishy shirt on.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
See, it's very cool, very cool. I like it because normally you're in here in like a suit or like a nice jacket or vest.
It was an opportunity today. I didn't have any other appointments, so I was able to just come in and be with you guys and be cash, man. Awesome. It was kind of cool, like you are every day.
Yeah, thanks, appreciate that. So next month we'll have another real estate professional that we really like. Just kidding.
It's not what you wear, it's what you know.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Okay, so let's talk about some real estate here because that's what we do. Yes. And we have 426 homes in the market here in Berks County. The number has been above 400 for a long time, which is awesome. And it's very exciting to see. And there are some little changes, little fine-tuned things are starting to happen. Do you want to run into some of your numbers first, or should we go over some of the, you decide. You
we can do numbers.
Yeah, let's do it.
I did the first 5 months of the year.
Okay.
Versus the first 5 months of last year.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of interesting. The total number of sold homes so far this year was and this is Berks County, guys. This is a Berks County stat. All of Berks County. This is city, new construction, every township in Berks County. The total number of homes that have sold so far this year, well, up till June 1st, was 1,926.
Okay.
Last year at this same time, it was 1,896. So we're
a little bit more.
Oh my God, there's less homes and less homes.
Yeah.
Nationally, yes. Okay. Not Berks County. We're ahead of last year.
You mean as far as sales go?
Sales, number of closings.
Gotcha.
Okay. Average sales price is up. It's 304, 327. Last year at this time, it was 291.
Interesting.
That's up.
Yeah.
The number of pendings is off a little bit. We have 300.
Down. Is it down?
Yeah. We have 336 pendings.
That makes sense. That's why inventory's up.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you're only talking 344 last year at this time. It's 336. That's 8.
Yeah, it's not that many.
It's 8 homes.
Yeah, it's not that many.
Right? Absorption, it falls into what you just said, 1.2 versus 1.
Well, and it's creeping.
So it's 0.2 months, which is what?
Yeah, not
3 days, 4 I don't know, what is that? 5 days maybe?
Not a whole lot.
Right. So it's not significant. Days on market is exactly the same.
And what is that?
26 or 28 at the
but that's creeping up. That is definitely creeping up.
It's creeping up. It's 26, but it was this exact same number
as last year.
But
I think we're starting to see some months that are a little bit more than that.
Yeah,
but
that's the average.
Yeah, that's the
average. That
was
an average DOM for the first 5 months of the year.
Yeah, and that's what I've been seeing when I'm doing some market analysis for people recently. And I've done several. I'm kind of busy with getting some listing things going on. And they were all over the place. Like they're different areas. Some were, in Wilson School, some were in different other locations. And what I'm finding is I'm looking at the comparables, and what I'm seeing is that it used to be that you would see everything would be listed at this and they got this, which would be a higher number.
Right.
And it would be, the average was 103% of list price is what you got. I'm starting to see in some locations that is not what's going on. I'm starting to see places where you're getting a little bit less than full price or just full price.
Yep.
And one of the things I just wrote this up this morning, I was thinking about, we as realtors need to have an honest conversation with sellers these days, because I think we're riding on that cusp a little bit. We're kind of like right at that spot where we just have to make sure that we tell them that, yes, the market's been amazing for the past 5 years, but there's some sluggish going on right now, depending on where you live and the condition of the home.
Right.
I think that's been for so long. I mean, we walked in and said, yeah, the carpet's ripped. Who cares? It's going to sell anyway, right? Yeah. Seriously, we did.
We did.
And now what we're finding is, what I wrote in my notes here was, if it's not a 10 out of 10 in condition and in a great location, like premium location, we might have to really look at that price.
Yeah,
we really do. I don't know if you've been finding that or not.
Do.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm seeing it going. And everybody's going, oh, it's still great. And okay, yes, there are areas, but I'm starting to see some things that are a little off.
Yeah. Well, we just listed a home in Lancaster County in the 800 range.
Okay.
And Olivia was there this morning, and she, Olivia, she's great.
Yeah.
She noticed two things that she's going to ask the seller to fix. There was a stain on a ceiling tile.
Yeah.
In the basement, and the bathroom fan had some darkness around it.
Good.
Get rid of it. $800,000 range. And it's not that old a house either. So those little things like that you could have got away with.
Yes, exactly right.
Like you just said, COVID era and stuff like that. Not now.
Because there was 5 other people behind them that would take it that way.
Who cares about the tile and I get it, but the higher, and also as you know this, the higher price you go, the more pristine you got to make it. So
yes, absolutely. And it's a good point. And I think price changes.
Yep.
Are a thing of the past. I mean, we just didn't talk about price changes. Yeah. So I think when we talk to our clients, as our seller clients, we have to let them know that there could be a price change.
Yeah.
And we're not talking up, we're talking the other way.
Right.
So there
especially
could
commercial, right?
Yeah, especially commercial. Yes, exactly. But there could be a price change.
Yeah.
And I think we just have to prepare people for that, because it's our job to tell the truth and to read the tea leaves and know what's going on.
Yep. I just Florida, as Florida's a market that there's a lot more price reductions going on. I just got a client call me today that her godfather's trying to sell his house, and they just changed realtors. The realtor jacked it $25,000 more.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was a huge mistake. They wanted him to go down. So I said, look, get that price down.
Especially in Florida.
Yeah.
They're at a inventory surplus. Hey guys, I want to take a second and thank Comfort Pro. Since 2001, Comfort Pro has been helping customers stay comfortable where they live, work, and play. They have 24/7 emergency service and a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. If you need help with your heating and air conditioning or indoor air quality, call Comfort Pro at 484-917-1803. Mention the show and receive a free humidifier with the installation of a complete system.
They are.
In most areas, because they have a building machine that goes into play, which we talked about before. Florida has that building machine that kicks in when things are low in inventory.
Right.
The problem is they all kick in at the same time.
Yeah.
And you have all these builders that are just putting stuff out there, and the next thing you know, it's over. Too much. It's too much.
Absolutely.
Product.
And they've got other issues down there too. But you said the actives were 426.
It was like today. 426 when I checked it this afternoon.
June 1st of last year.
Yeah.
It was 385.
See, there shows you.
So
that's interesting.
It's been a couple months over 400.
Well, we've been over 400, for a couple months now, which is interesting. And that to me is obviously not a blip; it's a trend.
Right.
It's something that is it's consistent, and I think we're going to see that. I actually think we might see it close to 500 by the end of the year.
I think we will.
I really do.
Yeah, I think so.
Which will be something we haven't seen since pre-COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a long time.
I mean, personally, there's a lot of realtors in Berks County, but personally, we are starting to dump more on right now.
Oh, yeah.
There's people coming together and putting it. I've noticed it from other realtors I've been talking to and stuff, and it's June. We know that.
Yep.
But there's a lot of people putting them on right now, so it could very well reach 500.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think so too. Especially if they're not selling as fast.
Exactly.
Yeah, if they're not selling as fast.
So we have advice for sellers.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
Keep your price compelling.
Yes.
It has to be compelling.
Yep.
Don't go crazy pie in the sky. Okay.
Yep.
Most professional realtors give you a range.
Yeah. That's what we're supposed to do.
Keep it within that range, okay?
Right.
And maybe even on the low side of the range to hopefully attract more people.
Absolutely.
Okay. Fix anything that's broken.
Something
Clean
to
it up.
all that
paint
stuff.
it,
Absolutely.
Get all that.
Paint
done.
goes a long way. All that
Mulch,
stuff goes a long
front
way.
door, paint your front door, all
Yep.
that stuff. Just do the little things
First
like that.
impressions.
Lean on the realtor though to tell you what you should do to
Yep.
get it going cheaply. You don't have to do expensive, but
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the other thing too that for buyers, what I was thinking about, if you're not finding the right house still at this point, something to think about, and I just came up with this recently because I had a situation with a buyer where they were looking for 4-bedroom home. Okay. We ended up going into I saw a house and I said, we should just go look at this. Because it said something in the remarks about potential 4th bedroom. Now, I know a lot of times realtors, a potential 4th bedroom is basically a shed. You know what I mean? Like it could be a shed.
it could be.
So, you just got to be
loft,
careful.
a cove.
But lofts can work too. Lofts can work. So we went to look at this house, and it was literally one wall of this loft was open to the foyer. One wall.
It's just one wall?
So you're talking 2x4 it up, drywall it,
Yep.
boom.
Easy peasy.
It had a closet and a separate door, everything.
Oh my
it was
gosh.
literally, it was supposed to be the 4th bedroom of the house, but they created a loft.
Okay.
So right there I'm saying you could get a builder or some contractor do that for probably $2,000.
Yeah, you could
come
do
in,
that.
stud it up, drywall it, match it, it's done.
You get the 4-bedroom value.
You got a 4-bedroom right away. So what I'm saying is that if you're somebody that has had a hard time finding houses, a buyer, and you're like, well, we need 4-bedroom. Start going to see some 3-bedrooms.
I agree.
You might have a walkout basement that's finished that you could use as a bedroom. You might have that first floor office that for the time being you could use as a bedroom. There's a lot of possibilities there. So, what I found too, if it's a 2-story and it's a 3-bedroom, you're going to have less competition.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, it's a good idea to think outside the box a little bit with always going, I got to have a 4-bedroom. We got to have. Some of these people don't even need 4 bedrooms. They just want it.
Just want it.
Yeah. So just think outside that box. And go look at properties that are 3-bedrooms that look really nice. Tell your realtor to put you in as a 3+ instead of a 4+.
That's it. What's funny? I had advice for sellers. We just went over it, and I had advice for buyers.
Are you serious? Oh, that's
Exactly.
funny. That is funny.
Yeah, we were on the same.
We are on. It's
man, it was like,
so what do you have? Was it the same kind of what kind of advice did you have for
staying
buyers?
open for buyers and getting broader.
Yeah.
Get broad in your
There you
search
go.
parameters. I mean,
There you go.
drop it to a 3 instead of a 4.
Because here's the thing I think they forget.
Yeah.
Is if you have we put a search in for you and you say you won't do anything less than 4 bedrooms. You're not getting anything from me that's less than 4 bedrooms.
Hey, boom.
It could be the best house in the world that matches everything in the world that you were asking for, but it's not going to show up.
Yep.
Same as if you do your own Zillow search or Realtor.com search.
Right.
If you put in there 4+, it ain't coming up.
And another point there on that same vein.
Yeah.
You are at the mercy of the person who entered the information about that house.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's garbage in, garbage out.
And those things don't read the remarks.
That's what they don't. No, that's exactly right.
So in the remarks,
What are the remarks? What are
Well, the
the
remarks are
Yeah, it's
like
the
at the
wording.
bottom. You might remember this when you're looking for houses. So you get all your detailed information. Then there was a part in the middle of the multis that said, beautiful house on small lot, blah, 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 all that stuff. That's where a lot of times the agent will put in there possible fourth bedroom, possible garage could be added.
Possible
all those,
in-law suite.
Possible in-law suite.
yeah.
So, when you're putting parameters in to search for a home in Zillow, it's not taking the information from the remarks. Neither is the MLS.
Right.
So if you put in 3+, you have the ability to read those remarks and go, oh my God, this house here matches everything we want. We can add a 4th bedroom somewhere, sometime.
Yeah.
Just because you're planning on having children doesn't mean you need the bedroom now. You know what I'm saying?
You're worrying me, Hugo. That wasn't that long ago you bought a house and you're forgetting this.
No. I just didn't know it was called the remarks.
What?
zone.
okay.
Yeah. His realtor didn't let him read those.
Bad realtor.
Bad realtor. Yeah. No, but it's really something that I just came across this and I thought, you know what? I got to bring this up so people can think outside the box.
Dude, that's huge. And plus they can do maybe type of home if they're getting.
Yes.
I gotta have a 2-story. Well, open it up. Open it to splits and bi-levels and stuff. You might have, right?
Yeah. Agreed.
A location even. Can you stretch a little bit?
Yeah.
Maybe unless it's specifically school district oriented, which I get it. Which I get.
Yeah.
But if you don't need to,
stretch it.
Stretch it out.
Absolutely. Because what's funny about that, if somebody says, "Oh, I want to be in Wilson schools, but I don't want to be in Wernersville,"
Yeah.
Well, guess what? There's homes that are basically in Wernersville that are Wilson schools. So, you know what I mean? If you discount Wernersville on your search, but you want to be in Wilson, well, you just discounted anything that's in Wernersville. That would be that's not Wernersville borough, but it's a Wernersville address is what it would be.
Is it because I live there?
It is because you live there. Yeah, that's.
I knew he was getting there.
Trying to get people away from you. But no, but seriously, if they I don't want to drive to Wernersville. Well, guess what? There's Wilson homes out there.
Oh, lots.
Yeah,
Lots
you're in Wilson.
I'm in Wilson.
Yeah, which is, and nobody would ever think you're in Wilson because of where you are.
Nope. You're
it's
right.
way out. You're probably right at the end of the line, I would think.
You know where Spring Creek is?
Yeah.
I'm 300 yards from the line.
Yeah,
which
so
is the Spring Creek.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's still Wilson.
Yeah, so as a buyer.
Yeah. Stay open.
Stay way open.
Yeah. Or not even just open. Take out some parameters. Like, you know what I mean? Like, eliminate some, because every parameter you put in limits your search.
Absolutely.
So stay open-minded. Don't even put a parameter in about something. No. Help me out. I mean, I got to have a dining room. Well, no, just leave it out. Don't even make it.
Here's the thing with that too, Pete. Once again, I might be putting the listing in and I call it a den and it's actually a dining room.
Exactly. Garbage in,
you know what I mean?
garbage out.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Like, or it could be an office. Maybe it was always a dining room and these people turned it into an office. Now guess what? We're calling it an office because there's a desk in there. Take the damn desk out, put a dining room table in it, it's a dining room.
And you can
Look how easy it is.
You can sleep in the kitchen.
Exactly.
I mean, you can make that a bedroom.
Well, if you have a really big island, if you have a big island right there, that's a bed. Hugo's like, I got to read the remarks more often.
Oh my gosh.
Man. So let's go into, recently, and some people will say, I don't want a sign in my yard. They say in today's times, why do we need a sign?
Just been there, done that. Yep.
Me too. Mm-hmm. And it's okay. I get it. Some people just don't like a sign, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're one of those that's thinking, I don't want a sign because it doesn't work, okay, or that it's not important, let's just consider this, and this is what it says. Is for sale sign still important? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's the silent salesperson working 24/7 in your front yard.
Boom. Do you remember the percentage of buyers that come from a sign?
70%. Are your kitchen and bathroom remodels a little overdue? Well, now's your chance to call First Response Contracting. John Sellers will take care of you. 484-256-7136. They do residential and commercial, and they're licensed and insured. Give them a call at 484-256-7136. Is that right? It was around there, 70%.
70%. Yeah.
I think
I don't know if that's still the case, but
I don't know if it is.
Percentage.
Years ago, it was.
It was years ago. The most recent one.
What if it's 30%?
I thought it was 17.
How many percent do you want to give up?
It doesn't matter. Exactly. It doesn't matter.
Seriously.
How many percent do you want to give up?
Yeah, I don't want to give any up if I'm selling my house.
Exactly.
Do you?
No.
I didn't think so.
No. Never.
Yeah, if it's 1%, I'm still putting the damn sign in the yard. Yeah. No, but it is interesting that signs are, it is something. But like I said, I get some people that's a privacy thing or it's something that or they don't want the neighbors being involved in their business. But, and I get that. But for people that are thinking it's just not needed.
But they're not going to see their neighbors anymore anyways.
There you go.
Exactly.
You go. There you go. That's the guy.
His memory's
He's reading
back.
remarks now, isn't he? Yes, he is. Yes, his memory's back. Oh, my God.
Welcome back, Hugo.
So, it's nice to see you. Did you see Hugo's new camera? Or do you have it hooked up?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you don't have? Okay. He has a new camera he's going to be
expensive.
using.
We'll show it to you. Yeah.
It's pretty funny. It's a good one. It does a good angle of Hugo.
I'm sure.
So other thing that I had on here too, this was a good graphic, and it's potential growth in home equity over the next 5 years from 2024 to 2029. It's saying if you buy a $400,000 house, you have a good chance of making $80,800 in equity.
Yep.
You know how much you'd make in rent?
Oh, let's see. Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's a good stat.
That's a great
It's a really good stat. Yeah, it just shows you the potential growth. And it shows you how wealth is built.
Yeah.
Right?
It totally starts
Shows you how wealth
with home ownership.
Yeah.
You know what? That plays into did you see the 3% interest rate? Is it coming back? Did you see that?
I did see that. Was that on Keeping Current Matters? Yeah, I saw that. What's the answer to that, Pete?
Beautiful.
What's the answer to that?
No.
No.
Do you know what the 3% interest rate was? I didn't know it. I didn't have it put in these words.
I didn't actually read that, so tell me.
That's what's great about KCM.
Yeah.
They dumb it down for guys like me.
Yeah.
It's so good. 3% interest was never meant to last.
Oh.
The short-term response to emergency economic policies in the pandemic is what caused
The 3%.
3% interest rate.
And then it went too long.
And then it went too long. It hung on there because they didn't want to make a change because it was so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and then they had to change it because inflation.
Yeah.
It had to happen because of inflation, right?
Isn't that something? So it was there. It was
It was meant to be short term.
Yeah. So it was done there on purpose.
On purpose.
Yes. To get things to
a
go.
response to the economy.
Yeah, it's because we were tanking.
Yeah,
because of the COVID.
Bingo. It was short term focused already. So it's not going to happen. If it happens, it would be a reason like that.
That would happen.
It would happen.
And we're not even close to
We
that.
don't see that happening.
No.
Yeah.
No,
so
not at all.
Focus on your budget. Focus on your credit score.
Yeah.
If rates come back down, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be in more competition with other buyers anyway.
Yep.
Right? So just keep looking for the house that you're looking for, right? And don't worry so much about the interest rate.
Don't give up.
Right.
Don't give
if
up.
That
Whether
thing
you're
gets
selling
into
or
the
buying,
fives,
don't give up.
I guarantee it's going to be swampland again. It's going to be berserk.
Oh, it will be
chaos.
Yes, you're going to see.
So
prices
why
go
put
crazy.
yourself through that? Get the house
Absolutely.
you want. Right?
I got to put my glasses on for this one because I printed this out. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like a 2 font.
Oh, I did. Oh, is that the home improvement one?
Yeah. I printed this puppy out, and I'm like, there's no way I'm doing this without glasses. So I'm going to go with it and see if we can read this here. So
front door, right?
And what's interesting is we're going to be having an eye doctor on here sometime in the future. That'll be a good. It's a good thing.
Very appropriate. Yeah.
Very appropriate, right?
Oh my gosh.
So, no, but home projects for the best return. I love this one. New steel front door. You get 100% of that back.
100%. Yeah, I saw that.
So that means
Wow.
painting it, you get 100% back.
I think so.
Because paint's even cheaper than the whole friggin' door.
You'll definitely get 100% paint.
Yeah. Especially if
And
I
that was a
don't-
garage door, right, Brad? Not the front door.
No, it says new steel front door.
Oh, it says the
So front door. You get
Okay.
100% of that back.
Okay.
Closet renovation. You get 93% back.
Whew.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that.
93%. New fiberglass front door. Oh, that's different.
That's different.
So you get 80% of that back.
Difference between steel and fiberglass.
And fiberglass, yeah. Maybe people, the
I've
perception.
Never seen a
Oh, yeah.
Because it's heavier,
Yeah,
maybe? Or
yeah.
is it-
There's a lot of fiberglass front doors now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's for
Okay.
insulation purposes.
Right.
Because steel, if you ever feel a steel door when it's really hot outside, it comes through the door.
comes through the
You'll
door.
feel it on the door.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas
I got
fiberglass, you won't feel it.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
it's transfer of temperature. You don't want that. New vinyl windows, 74% of that. You get 74% of that back.
Oh, you get on 10 grand, you get 7,400 back.
Yes. Yeah,
And-
where
and
are you
Brad,
getting windows for 10 grand?
I'm just 3 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, gee, like what the heck? What do you live in, like a camper or what?
Just a hotel.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Brad. But is there a time frame though that it says that you would get that money back? Is it immediate?
It doesn't. It does not say that. Yeah, so you got to take these things with a grain of salt. But what it's trying to do, I think, overall,
I think it's
is to kind of it is probably
Yeah, because
immediate.
if you replace your door now, you're going to get 100% of it back. I think that's what it means.
Yeah, I
think
think
that's
you're
what it
right
meant.
too.
Yeah, because through time you're going to get it back.
Here you go. Add a new bathroom is only 56%.
Right.
Well, that's a new bathroom.
New bathroom, not
Okay,
renovated.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And a new primary suite, 54%.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's funny, right? And then here's the other bathroom renovation. Now, that's just a renovation. That's 50% also.
Oh yeah. Sure. But the point I'm trying to make with
What's your point anyway?
With getting that money back, you'll get 100% of it back.
Yes.
If the appreciation rates continue to climb, which they are.
Yep.
they're-
Oh, yeah. You've made that money.
You're going to get that money back if it's 5 years.
The moral of the story is if your front door looks like crap, replace it because you're going to get it all back when you sell the house.
You're going to get it back.
Yeah.
Especially if you paint it.
The rest of the house looks like crap, right? It's like the siding's coming off and everything's falling down. The roof is ruined. The
That's
windows
right.
are ruined.
But boy, look
you
at
get that front door in there, you're in business, man.
We can guarantee this.
We can
totally guarantee you'll get the paint money back.
Oh my goodness! They're like, oh, we're calling another realtor.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, unbelievable. Well, you know, I think that's all we needed
Yeah,
for
man.
today.
It was all good.
Hugo, do you have any other questions?
No.
Do you have any remarks?
Very,
See,
nice.
gotcha. Brought it back. Brought it back.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Yep, that's why I'm the host. All right. That's about it. All right. Thanks, Pete, for
Thanks,
coming in
man.
here today.
Appreciate
I
you.
really appreciate it. We always have a good time when Pete's in here. I hope you listen to this real estate show every single month because I got to tell you, we go over a lot of stuff. And it's not always local. It's local. It's national. It's everything in between. And that's what we're about. So, yeah, check out the show every Thursday, 7 p.m. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. everywhere you find a podcast.